It's a revolution.
What's up, guys? SWAGERNOG back here, doing another Photoshop video. I did one 2 videos ago of me making a cartoon animation of my friend. His name is Kid, so in the title it was a kind of play on words. But I was just gonna go ahead and jump into it. I don't usually make videos like tutorial wise, but I figured I'd do this for my thumbnail since lots of people are asking me about it. And if you guys want a cartoon animation of yourself, follow me on Instagram. The name is SWAGERNOG, and I just started it up today, so DM me pictures like of you and a friend, and I'll go ahead and do it and send it back to you. And follow me on Twitter at SWAGERNOG1. I also do the same thing for that too. So just let me know. So I figured we'd go ahead and jump into it. I might have already said that, but let's just go ahead and get started. So this right here, this layer 0 as it's called, I'll go ahead and change it to back. This layer right here is from a game mode, from Gun Game, and that's what this thumbnail is going to be about. I just took a screenshot, and as you can tell, it came in Zano here, one of my friends, so I took a screenshot, and I just transferred it over. And what you want to do is you want to go to Adjustments, Hue, Saturation, and change the saturation to putting it up. And when you do this, as you can see, it's kind of like changes the color of everything. And you don't want to do it too much to where it overpowers everything else. You just want it to be a subtle brightening, pretty much. That's what it's pretty much doing, brightening everything. So I'll do 49, and I'll click OK, and that is pretty much that for the background for right now. So I'll go ahead and I want to import an image, or open an image. I'll do this guy right here because he's laughing and he looks extremely crazy. So when you just want to select this area, just the guy pretty much, and not this whole background area right here, you want to click on the quick selection tool and highlight over him. You want to highlight every single part of him. You can click the the right hand bracket to make it bigger, or you can just click up here, right here, and just highlight over everything. Make sure you get everything up like in here. So as you can see, it kind of selected the background, which I don't want, and I'll go ahead and make the size of it smaller using the left bracket, and you click Alt, and when you click Alt, you'll see this little minus sign up here, and you want to highlight over the outside. And when you do that, it'll completely take away the background that was selected beforehand. I'll make sure it was selected all the way around. See, it did it again. You just go over it and it'll take it away. I got a little part right here. Alright. Make sure it went over everything. Sometimes it doesn't select colors that would match the background. Like maybe it wouldn't select that tooth right there, and you would barely be able to see it, and when you dragged it over, it would leave the tooth. So you got to make sure you really highlight over everything. So you just click on it, drag it over to the tab that is your background, and you just drop it in. Now you can put it wherever you want. I'm gonna put them a tad bit lower than the actual image because it has a link right there. But I'm gonna drag it down a bit, click Edit, Free Transform, click on the corner, and pretty much just drag it from there. I don't want it to overpower everything else, so I'm just gonna leave it pretty much at that right there. Click Enter, and it'll drop it, and just leave it just like that. Now, he stands out, but just as an extra little precaution, I right click the layer 1, which is this guy. You right click it, you click Blending Options. I'm gonna drag this up a bit. Blending Options, then you go to Outer Glow. Now in Outer Glow, it puts this line around the outside of the image. And you can make it bigger or smaller, which there would be no point of even having it then. And you can change the color to whatever color you want to where it stands out a lot. Or even if that's not enough for you, you can put a gradient on it and choose anything like this. I'm not going to do that for this image, but you could. And that's pretty much it for this guy. Now, after that, you want to go ahead, create a new layer, go to the text tool, click, and since this is gun game, I'm just going to be typing in gun for right now. Now, after you do that, you want to drag it into you don't necessarily want to drag it just yet. You want to go to edit, free transform, and make it the size you want. That's more of the words I was looking for. So I want to put it pretty much right here. Click enter. You go over to the gun tab. Since it's a gun, you just right click it, blending options, and this window pops up again. Now when this pops up, you can do drop shadow, which I do pretty much every time I put text in a thumbnail. I want to increase the size. You can't quite see it yet. Increase the spread and increase the distance. Now I did 8, 17, 24. I change it for pretty much every video. But as you can see, it has this small shadow around all the letters, and which really gives it a good effect. Now you can also raise the noise, which is pretty much, you can kind of see like the pixelation, you see? But I'm going to keep that at a pretty low rate of 7. Then you want to go to stroke. You can't even see it right now, but once you do the gradient overlay, I always do stroke first, that way I can see the outline really well. You go to gradient overlay, click on that little gradient bar right there, and these come up. Now you can either click a preset or customize your own, and you can add as many of these little things as you want. I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to click on this preset right here, and I'm going to change these colors. You double click on the little box, and you can change it to whatever you want. I actually want pretty much a red on the outside and I don't know, an orange on the inside. No, there we go. I guess that's good right there. Alright, so then you click OK. Go back to the stroke, and you can see, now you can definitely see the stroke. It's on the outside. And you can raise it if you want to as big as it goes. It's kind of stupid looking. I usually go about 9 because it's a good thickness, I think. And you can change the color if you wanted to be red or whatever you want. I keep it at black, unless I have a black background. Then I usually will do like white, because black and white look good together. And that's it for that text. Now you go over, you right click, duplicate layer, and I don't change the name, I just keep it the same. I drag this down or over wherever you want it. Text tool, highlight gun, and change it to game. Or whatever yours is, you just change it to however you would like it. Now, that's already the same size as the gun, so I don't need to adjust anything pretty much. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate it again. I'm not going to add any words to gun game, but this is something like that I do, and you don't have to do it, but I do it for pretty much all my videos. I do SWAGERNOG, kind of like I think it's called a watermark. That way, it is my background, my thumbnail, I guess you could say. As you can see, like the colors will change on it when you're in the free transform tool for the gradient. But once you find a spot, like I'll probably just put it right here, make it a bit smaller, and you click enter, it puts the gradient back on it. I might want to change the stroke, but yeah, I'll go ahead and change it. So you just go back to right click, blending, go to stroke, and you can make it smaller. So 4, I think, is pretty much the I don't know how you would say it, the smaller version of that, the 9 that it has in the bigger font. And because this is a new series that I'm probably going to be doing, I want to add one more thing to it. Click the arrow, drag it over, text tool, select over it, and I'm going to do number 1. And with that, I then drag it over into the opposite corner right there, saying that it's the first one. I'll actually put it out a bit, edit, free transform, make it a bit bigger. There, enter. Now, since you want the focus on everything on this, the gun game, you might want to move it into the middle a bit. Alright, so that's pretty good. Now, for some people, they make the background and an extra image they have make it have a blur on it. So you go to filter, blur, field blur, and what will happen is this circle will pop up. Now the more you drag it this way, the blurrier it gets. The more you drag it this way, the clearer it'll get. For this specific image, I think it looks best just to have no blur on it, so I'm not going to really put one on there. And then same thing goes for any extra images that you add. You do filter, blur, field blur, put it whichever way you want it. I'm not going to put one on it because I think it kind of makes it look like it has a lower quality. So I'm not going to put one on there. Now, that's it for this thumbnail. But for some people put a lot more images in there, and I think it just makes it look too chaotic. And this may even be stretching the boundary, and it looks like there's too much going on. But you do want to catch the viewer's eye to have them click on it. So you want it to be bright and stuff like that, but you don't want to go too overboard. Now that I have everything on it that I want, I usually go to File, Save for Web, and I don't know why, but I do it as a JPEG. I used to do it differently, but I forgot what I had it as. Now, it looks like it's in like a pixelated quality when it's like this, but I do fit for view, and it really makes it look like it's pixelated. But once you save it and you open it up again, it's in the same quality that, I'll just put it in, I have a specific tab for it. In my thumbnails, it makes it look just like this, and it is good quality, so it's thumbnail quality approval, I guess. I don't know. But this, then, I know I didn't do like a size or anything like that, but it's pretty much whatever the background size is usually will fit. It'll shrink it down. I don't even think there is a size maximum or minimum for a thumbnail, as long as it's not like over 2 megabytes or something like that of memory, or whatever you want to call it. But that's it. So if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more. I'll probably be doing more tutorials on Photoshop because I really like it. If you guys want a cartoon animation of yourself, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at SWAGERNOG1 or on Instagram, and it's just SWAGERNOG, just like as my name on YouTube. Go ahead and hit up that subscribe button, leave it a like, share it if your friends want to see it too. I know that a lot of my friends wanted to see this video because they liked my thumbnails, so you guys can go ahead and share it to your friends if you're trying to make a YouTube channel. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Blame it on the barking spiders. Peace.